Let's chat about civility. Hi everyone, Leo Notenboom here for askleo.com. So I've been publishing online for over 20 years now, and I absolutely get that that comes with its share of trolls and haters and what I like to call basement-dwelling bro wannabes that love nothing more than to complain, to hate, and to laugh at others. It's part of the job. It really does. Hearing from those folks comes with the job. But here's the thing. Either it's getting worse or I'm getting tired. I suspect it's a little bit of both. I got a comment on one of my videos recently. The specifics honestly don't matter in the least. But it basically asked a question about the video, indicated why I should have provided that information in the video, and then called the very premise of that video asinine. Apparently, they also felt that their comment was so important that they had to also take the trouble to email it to me. So it was posted both on YouTube and sent to me in email. I responded. I pointed out that the answer was clearly in the video and in its companion article. Trust me, I checked before I made that kind of a statement. I also agreed with the importance of that specific piece of information and said, well, that's why I put it in the video and in the companion article. The tone and that they were commenting on a video that they hadn't watched or paid attention to annoyed me enough, though, that I also said that I took offense at their characterization of what I'd posted. I asked them, did they even realize that they were talking to a real person? Now, that last step is pretty unusual for me. Normally, I just shake my head and move on, ignoring the ignorance and vitriol. I also realize that I honestly have no idea what kind of a day this person was having. Maybe they're a wonderful person, and perhaps their negativity was just completely out of character and brought on by unrelated events and situations. I get that. It could happen. But lately, I also feel the need to, I guess, protect myself. I'm not really sure where and how to draw that line, though. My general philosophy for the 2 decades I've been doing this is, well, yeah, insult me if you must. It's part of the job. I'll at least ignore you and know to ignore you. And I also reserve the right to remove your comment and ban you if I feel like it. Usually it's got to be pretty obnoxious for that to happen, but whatever. On the other hand, if you insult my other readers and my viewers, I will boot you quickly and without hesitation. Now, I've noted of late that I've become more likely to respond to disparaging remarks. It started with my Today on YouTube social media posts, where I poke fun at some of the silly, the inane, and the occasionally downright stupid comments that people sometimes leave. Lately, though, I'm having a harder time leaving the boorish comments unchallenged. Much like a simple disagreement, I know I'm not going to change the mind of the commenter, but it can be important to provide balance for those who read the discussion later. And indeed, I use that term discussion very lightly. I try to be humorous when I can, but I'm also not averse to coming across as somewhat grumpy. I think after all this time, I've kind of sort of earned that right. Now, it's really tempting to say that the internet has become a more contentious place. But honestly, I think it's always been this way. These bullies and trolls and angry imbeciles have been there from the start. But like so many other aspects of modern life, it seems like it's become more and more acceptable for them to come out of their hiding places and posture for everyone to see. If anything has changed, is that it's become more socially acceptable to show the world that you're a jerk. So yeah, I'm trying not to let the shitheads get me down. But I also know it's not just me. And in fact, I've got it pretty good. There are other classes of publishers who deal with much, much worse and much more frequently. So why am I ranting about this or talking about this? Well, I want to ask two things of you. One, keep it civil. Disagree all you want. That's important, but come on. I'm not talking Victoria-era polite society here. All I'm saying is, don't be a dick about it. And two, if you can, and I know not everybody can, but if you can, call it out when you see it. If you see someone acting like a jerk, either tell them, call them on it, or, as an alternative, post your more positive alternative. I've heard it said that it takes something like 12 positive comments to outweigh the psychological impact of one negative comment. I'm sure it varies, of course, depending on the intensity and the person and whatever. But gotta say, after doing this for 20 plus years, the concept is 100% true. It shouldn't be, but it is. And to be clear, again, I'm not really talking about Ask Leo as much. I'm doing well, even if I'm going to vent a little bit from time to time, perhaps a little bit more often than in the past. But it's those more vulnerable online creators that really need your help and moral support. Honestly, it's time to make being a dick shameful again. Anyway, if you've got comments and ideas and whatnot, absolutely, I'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment. Don't be a dick. And visit askleo.com/179634. You can leave a comment here below on YouTube. You can leave a comment here below on that askleo.com page. But nonetheless, I'd love to hear from you and what your experience has been. As always, if you've got a question, askleo.com/ask is the place to go. If you're interested in my weekly Confident Computing newsletter, askleo.com/newsletter is the place to go. And if you are considering supporting Ask Leo and helping me do what it is I do here, askleo.com/patron has some options for you. I'm Leo Notenboom. This is askleo.com. Thanks for watching.